It's chaos. Now it's gonna be interesting to see what this matchup entails, because we got Waldstein, who cannot rush or run quickly to close the gap, but he of course still has that mechanical assault that still gets the same range as anyone else, and of course he has the range of his claws. So if he can adjust that range out perfectly, Ozzy might be in trouble, but let's see. Hijster going in, cracks him open with the low, and now he begins his onslaught, putting Waldstein into the corner. Waldstein currently has his Vorpal, nice extra 10%, so if he gets any kind of hit, any kind of strong hit, that's going to give him a nice wall bounce for more combos. Gets the nice CS, but immediately Hijster challenges that. He's like, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Get out of here. Sitting at 125 meter, 132. He has a good amount of grid, which puts him in Vorpal state. So now once he catches that out, which he in fact does, puts him at set 176, which helps him but continue his block strength. Now see, it's Mega turn, so what you going to do? Tries to go for a nice, I'm going to say those 4B, tries to go for a gold throw. And since his opponent was in hit stun, it's going to be gold throw all the time. Goes for a grab, but you're going to do some okay damage. With the flick of the wrist, Hijster goes back in, takes his turn once more, tries to go for a simple route because he doesn't have too much meter right now, and he does not have Vorpal, so he can't CS. But Mega, he's sitting at 182 and also has a plethora of grid. Also, he also has Vorpal. But right now, it just does not matter to Hijster, as he's able to go in, get him open once more, and just take home that game. Moving on to the next round, Mega's just trying to get in, and with those claws, he's able to try and get some type of damage, but he has to watch out for that reflector that Hijster has, because if he sees you in the air, he's going to throw that out and knock you out of the sky. Hijster goes back with the lows, with the mids, and with the highs, trying to apply that block string just to try and crack his opponent up. Sitting at 102 meter, Mega's sitting at 200 with Vorpal and also with grid, and Hijster's just like, I don't even care. I'm just going to sit here, get you in the corner, wail on you for a bit, apply my stagger pressure, and I'm going to attempt the challenge at CS, but after the CS with the grab, that's pretty much makes you invuln. And since I was already committed to my attacks, I'm just going to eat this at face value. Simple and plain. All right. Hijster goes back in, tries to find a way with good stagger pressure, and he's finally able to open up with a nice tail whip from Ozzy in the back, and then he just begins his damage. Sitting on a plethora of meter, has Vorpal, has a good amount of grid. He has a lot of options here, folks. He CS's to continue his pressure, goes in with Ozzy, goes in with some lows. What you gonna do? You need to get that opening so you can end this with 35 seconds left on the clock. You have a plethora of health, and honestly, if you wanted to, you can just go all the way back and just chill, and just let the clock time out. But you know what? You're not that type of guy. You're just gonna end it right then and there. Good on you, Hijster. And with that, Hijster puts the first number on the board. My guy, you got this, fam. Alright, moving on in our losers quarters. Oh, we're gonna be here all night, and I'm with it. Who needs sleep? Like I said, I was gonna go home and sleep before Final Fantasy at 5 AM, but you know what? Who needs sleep? That's what caffeine's for. Alright, so both of them fighting over for neutral. Calls back Ozzy. Oh, CS is himself safe and trying to put him on an advantageous spot to try and get Hijster off his game. Both of them not sitting at too much meter, but we do in fact have Waldstein has a good amount of grid, which will put him at Vorpal in just a minute, but it's Hijster's turn, so he's going to get some good damage, and now my apologies, Mega has Vorpal, but it's still currently Hijster's turn as he's putting on the damage, sitting at 128 meter, not too much grid, and just loses the grid after force functioning, but continues to apply his damage, well, not damage, but pressure, keeping Mega on his toes and just keeping him in a constant block stun. With a good low, he knocks away, no, he doesn't knock him away, because his little thingy thing is up there. And then with this, gets the knockdown, and Wald is gone. With one more match, Hijster could definitely move on with this, and it's already looking significantly good in his favor, especially after that tech. Resummons Ozzy spinning 100 meters. Let's hope to see that this is worth it to do. Alright, just being very cautious before they just throw any type of pokes. And here we go with a nice 4B, I believe that was. Nice headbutt. Goes in again. Tries to get the nice air grab, but whiffs. So now you just have to sit there and try and chase him. Let's look at that. Just hits it with a nice strong C claw. CS is right after that to try and put him in a more neutral state. But then Hijster goes back in, sitting at 200 meter, and then he is just about to take everything you gave to him and give it back to you tenfold. With the flick of the wrist, gets the wall bounce, CS's before that, which is allow him to convert. Still sitting at 200 meter, catches 100 of that with the EX, significant damage from Ozzy. Gotta watch out for that shielding. We see it. Ooh, very nice CS into that grab, which is gonna do a, what is it, 2 2.3k damage. That hurts. With the Veil off, going to shatter his grid, which is going to guarantee Hijster's Vorpal on the upcoming cycle. But I spoke too soon, because then again, Waldstein goes ahead and Veils off right then and there, which is going to shatter his grid. This is pretty wild. But Hijster is still taking his turn, and he is giving Mega the busyness. With 17 seconds left on the clock, Hijster has a good amount of life lead, but if Waldstein is able to crack him open just the once, it could spell dangerous. But now, see, Waldstein has to go in, and with that, he tried to go in with that little small dash of his, gets hit from behind with Ozzy, which pushes him towards Hijster's loving embrace, gets hit with the 1-2-3 combo, and good night, Mr. Beast Prince.